So good to have you at Temple of Integration. Near and far, all the way from Vegas. We have our dear brother David joining, and all of you that I haven't seen in a long time, and new friends. So good to have you all. It is my intention that with these series particularly, but with each class, I hope to blend the close, near, and far community in a cohesive way so that we all feel like we're in the room together, even if there may be friends that are far. So, welcome to QiTanYo. Qigong, Tantra, and Yoga. Some of my dearest friends, some of my loyal lovers, friends, beloveds that have held me throughout the years, these practices and these ways. And I am so excited to share together and learn together and flow together. And I love this particular 5 elements. We've just completed a 7-week before I left for Turkey. It was a 7-week. We went through the chakras and the systems in that way. And something about the 5 elements just makes me take another deep exhale into simplicity. It's really been my greatest teacher, and not because I'm a simple person, it's because I'm the opposite. That's why it's been my greatest teacher. And continue to do so. Simplify, simplify, simplify. So that is also another intention here as we invoke the 5 elements. And you know, when we go into the 7 layers, we get to blend the elements of Tantra Yoga with the elements of Qigong, which includes, as we will go through now, the fire, water, earth, and air, and ether as we have it more in the yogic tradition. And in the Chinese medicine, we have this 2 extra bonus, well, maybe they were the original, wood and metal, which to each to their own makes a very good sense, you know. We are really surrounded by these beautiful, beautiful beings. And so today, we'll go through the elemental systems, and each week we'll focus on, you know, what it is that is really calling our attention. Hence, stepping into autumn together. The autumn holds the element of metal, which is the lungs. And so the lungs tend to be associated with kindness and compassion, and when it's out of balance and when we have a lot of qi stagnation around that, it tends to be associated with lots of grief as well. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to go through all 5 elements each time. We just get to give an honor to one particular organ and element each week as well. So that's kind of our flow. We flow in just to get you familiar. Again, for some of you, and for some of you it's for the first time. We go through a beautiful flow of meditation, and then we'll go into some movement. Then on the last 20 minutes or so, I'd like to give a long Shavasana rest where I'll guide with some sound, meditation, and we complete with some breath work, pranayama. So, before we begin, since we're just a handful here, love to connect also with and hear from you, just a word or two. How you're doing? It's been pretty wild out there. I got into the whole vortex of this 3-eye atlas that's been hovering over our planet lately. Are you all familiar with it? I wasn't either. I mean, with so much like cosmic following that I thought I would do. I wasn't familiar either, and I totally geeked out on it last night, and I had whole dreamscape. So apparently this 3-eye atlas is meteor-like object that is very close to our Earth in the moment. and is affecting completely our solar system, and we've been having solar flares. And yesterday, October 21st, was pretty much the pinnacle. And they're saying that October 29th or the 30th on Halloween, or close to Halloween, it's going to be closest to Earth. And so what's fascinating about this object, because they were able to measure and study meteors before like this, but this feels like they have studied their elemental compound. Here we are, since working with elements, elemental compound, and it seems very different than anything that Earth has ever produced or even our galaxy has ever made. So they're pretty sure that it's coming from a whole another galaxy, a whole another intelligence. Just resting there, no big deal. Like, it's just kind of like, here we are, simple, right? Talk about simplicity. So I bring this up, this morning, yesterday into today, we had the new moon, and I bring this up because it's always helpful to know beyond our simple relations and earth relations and elements, sometimes why we feel the way we may feel, or some things that may feel different in our systems. If we track certain systems, that we are in this direct relation with all things cosmic, all things earth. And so here we are with this really unique experience, and so we get to celebrate it. What else are we gonna do? It's great. All right, well.
It's nickel, right? A nickel carbonate that 3i Atlas is supposed to be composed of.
I am not a big chemist, so I'm not going to even mess with trying to pronounce it, but it is a compound that is not really much found in our galaxy. Many of the mix, so yeah. So here we are on Earth. So let's come to Earth, and I want to just invite you to get your seats, get comfortable. And go ahead and you can softly gaze or close your eyes. Coming into our quiet, let's create a little heat in between our palms. And then bringing this to your eyelids, just allow the natural dropping in, quietude. Take a deep breath. And open the mouth, soften the jaw, and make a sound. Sigh it out. Allows your soma, your somatic intelligence, to begin to land here, arrive. And go ahead and just tap your little cheeks and your throat. Saying good morning to your voice, to your heart and belly. And when you come to your belly, go ahead and rub your belly, give it a nice good rub, saying good morning to your digestive system. We get to work a lot with fire element in the Tantra Yoga, and so saying hello to our fires. And then go ahead all the way until you touch the earth. And when you touch the earth, I'd like you to just really take a moment to feel where you are, arrive to the space that you're in, and have one word that may percolate up, that may feel meaningful for you for your practice. Just one word. And then go ahead, come back to your heart. And I just really love to hear, even if it's one word. So we'll start with David. If you want to unmute yourself, David, and just share your word. Be with us here.
My word is release.
What is it?
Release.
Release.
Release. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And Devon?
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Breath.
Breath. Beautiful.
Presence.
Presence. Yes.
Excitement.
Excitement. Lovely. My word is simplicity. Beautiful. So with that, let's just take a few moments in our word coming into our quietude, into our meditative field. Taking a breath down into our earth, into our sits bones. Begin to notice your spine that is being held by the earth and is also elongating all the way up to your crown, all the way up to the celestial heavens, skies. Begin to notice your breath just the way it is. There's nothing to manipulate just yet. Taking the inhale and the exhale. Just noticing the quality of your breath this morning. Can you soften your face, your jaw, and your belly a little bit? All the meanwhile, you are engaged with your spine and your belly, your chin parallel to the earth. And with your word in the forefront that you've invited into your field, also checking in with how you're doing this morning. What are you arriving here with in your body, in your soma? Where do you feel expansion? Where do you feel contraction, perhaps? And then checking in with your heart, with your energy, even with your mind. Just take a moment to scan through. How is your heart this morning? How is your energy feeling? Just making a little bookmark of where you are. And coming back to noticing the breath, again, just the natural rhythms of your breath. As you invite all of your parts here, we collect all of our parts here. And I'd like to invoke our practice today with a little greeting, a prayer. I want to give gratitude for this particular day, to be here together in practice. Giving great gratitude for these lands that we get to learn so much from and so much on. And thank you to the indigenous ones, the First Nations of these lands, for teaching us just so much and sharing these earth-based teachings, ceremonies, rituals, the way of the prayer and way of tending to what is alive on our earth, what sustains and nourishes. So thank you so much for the Nisenan Nation and all Native nations and all the Native and Indigenous parts in our ancestry as well. Going back to our origins and giving thanks to the very, very, very origins, the ones that really truly lived with earth and the 5 elements and the 7 elements and all of it. I'd like to give gratitude for our breath and our presence, our excitement, our receiving, our release, our joy, and bringing hands together now. This time we're gonna create that fire, this digestive fire, so to say, and we're gonna bring it one to our belly, one to our heart. And this is the both elements that actually signify the fire element. The Qigong, the Chinese medicine, holds the heart as the fire, and Tantra Yoga holds the solar plexus, the center, as the fire. So just let your hands rest there, noticing a little flickering light, like a candlelight internally. And we're gonna together stoke this light. with our breath. So to begin with, we're gonna invoke the Kapalabhati breath. Similar to breath of fire, maybe familiar. If you're not, it's kind of like panting like a puppy. You can go ahead and demo with me. So notice how the pump is happening with your belly, like that. Okay, you can release it now. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna close the mouth and do it out of the nose. So the whole attention is in the fire to begin. So good morning to our fire element, taking a nice deep breath here, inhaling together. And exhale together first. Drawing the attention awareness to the center of our belly. Let's inhale through the nose and begin. And you can choose your rhythm. Keep going. Beautiful. 20 more seconds, just like that. It's gonna heat us up inside out and begin the clearing. And we're really focusing on the lower dantian, the sacral, the center of the belly, the stomach, the spleen, the liver. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Exhale all the air out. Now inhaling through the nose. Sip in a little more. And hold the Mula Bandha. So you're gonna hold the root block like you have to pee, but you hold it. Chin towards the chest gently and tuck the belly in, the navel a little bit, and hold. Just suspend for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like a pressure cook, you're gonna beautiful. And just come to your meditation for a few breaths here, nothing to do. You can even release your hands if you like. Now we're gonna do the same exactly thing. This time we're gonna lift the arms and focus on the middle dantian. So dantian is pretty much the powerhouse. We got the lower dantian below the belly button, which we're gonna work with. The middle dantian is around the heart and the throat and the pericardium and all of that. So we're gonna activate the middle dantian, bringing the forefingers fold, thumbs together. Shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, nice adjustment. And let's take a deep breath and bringing the fire of the heart. Exhale to prepare. Beautiful. And then now about halfway, breath in and begin. Keep going, choose your rhythm, beautiful. Any density, anything that has been around the lungs, around the heart, around this area, the cavities, the pericardium, both physically, emotionally, energetically for you, just giving it to the earth. We're just giving it to the fire, letting the fire take care of it. So keep going for another 15. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attention at the heart. Inhale. Exhale all the breath. And take another inhale in. And suspend at the top. Now chin to chest gently. Root lock in. Hold. Belly in. Suspend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, like a pressure cook, we're gonna and bring your hands to your thighs and just let yourself feel, nothing to do, just to feel, notice the mind chatter, the mind calmness, the body, the heart. And let it whisper to you what feels important for this turning, these cycles. And then quickly for the last one is the upper dantian. So it is the vision, our sinus cavities, anything that's kind of clogged here, especially around this time of the year. So if your boogers fly out, there are tissues in the closet, you know, just you can use that. But we're gonna literally just focus on cleansing and clearing anything here. So it's the same thing. Let's just bring the arms up, guiding the energy that way. Let's take a deep breath. Awareness goes into the center of the eyebrows and the sinuses, anything that's holding us there. Exhale and inhale to prepare. And let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll keep this one shoulder. Exhale all the breath out. Now take a breath to your sinuses, to your vision. Sip in a little more and hold it in between the eyebrows. Just hold that attention energy there. Suspend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. Bringing it all down. And just pause before we move into anything else. Notice. Welcoming the autumn, welcoming a new season in your heart, in your being. And then with that, go ahead and bring the palms together once again to invoke the fire. And then in any way that you would like to bring any nourishment into any part of your body, and touch your kidneys too. You know, in the back there, the water element, they're holding a lot of courage for us in these times. And we're gonna move through the 5 elements, starting with wood. So in this tradition, it starts with the wood, and it believes that the trees and all the amazing wood beings, like cinnamon and nourishing beings, actually feed the fire. So the wood is given to the fire just like a fireplace, and the fire turns into earth. It goes into ashes, and it dissolves back into the earth, then hardens and becomes metal. Those are our minerals and our ways of, and this is the lungs, which then gets washed by the water. And so the flow is in that way, is the wood, the fire, earth, the metal, and the water. So I wanna invite you to stand up to your earth first, to say hello to this new perspective of standing up. So go ahead and spread your feet about a little bit wider than shoulder distance. If you want to keep your socks on, that's totally fine. If you want to take them off and feel the earth a little more, you're welcome to. We're going to bend the knees gently, and we're going to give it a little shake so it's not so stiff. Beautiful. Notice the energy, even if you're shaking a little bit, notice the energy of the earth beginning to climb up, kind of like a little earthquake. Breathing in all the way, open your shoulders a little bit, turn your palms. Yeah, and it's all a little loose, like the water element. It's all a little boily. Yeah. And then as you're feeling the feet onto the earth, notice your crown, your byway, reaching up to the celestial heavens. And keep breathing. So here we get to bring some sound into our practice. And for the honoring of the wood element that we start with, it's gonna be the sound shoo, shoo, S-H-O. Oh, S-H-O-O. Okay, so inhale. And shoo. And go ahead and let your shoulders also join. Yeah, beautiful, Claire. Just like that. It's kind of like this I don't care movement. Yeah. Just let any tension. Nice, David. Yeah, and if you want to flicker your palms, your hands, like you got some stuck energy that you want to give it to the earth. Let's take another deep breath. Shoo. Beautiful. So you can make this yours. I'm just guiding the shaking, but you may want to just pick up your legs and kind of join in however way. But we're moving into the fire, into the heart. So the sound is ha. So inhaling here. Ha. Beautiful. Inhale, releasing any stagnation in the heart. Ha. Take a deep breath to your heart. Nourishing the heart with heart of compassion and releasing any frenzy, any excess anxiety here, and then keep shaking. We're gonna move into the earth. So it's around our spleen. And yeah, pick it up, move it on. The sound is whoo, whoo, like the wind. Whoo. Whoo. So spleen also does hold a lot of anxiety and worry at times. And when we nourish it with earth, it is the virtue of nourishment and nurture. Simple. And then we come into the metal element, which is the lungs. And it's actually the season for the metal is right now. It's the autumn. So it's a lot of lung stuff that might come up. And the sound is yes. So connect with that. Inhale. Yeah, I want to jump up and down. I want to lift my feet for this one. So the lungs also hold beautiful sentiment of kindness. That's where the grief gets balanced. And Martin Prachtel, some of you may be familiar, has a book called Grief into Praise. So breathing into that. And lastly, I know we're getting boiling hot soon. Lastly is our kidneys, and the sound is chew. So breathing in, you can even tap the kidneys, adrenals, all that gives us good energy. Take a deep breath in. Chew. 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 Nice, and then let's keep the bouncing, and you're gonna just go through your 5 elements. Tap, 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 tap. Take a deep breath. Tap, 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 tap. And then elongate one arm. Tapping it out from the meridians. Yin meridians out. Yang meridians in. Switch. And come back to the center. And you're going to literally just kind of flicker out like you're dusting some old story. Old habit, old addiction, old crap. Off with the wind, off with the earth. Now, look at your feet. They're about shoulder distance, knees are bent. And you're gonna inhale, collect all of that qi. Qigong means life force, cultivating life force. And we just bring it right into the center column, just like that. 2 more. This is called pulling down the heavens. Breathe in. All you're doing is collecting your energy, centering back to yourself, back to your own. One more time. Exhale. Now, for ladies, we're gonna have the left palm on top of the right, below the belly button. Yeah, just like that, kind of like close to our womb. We feed it with a nice powerhouse here. For gents, David, you get to have your right hand over the left. And we breathe here for a moment. And again, look at your feet. Just keep them as they are, bend your knees a little. And then we're gonna inhale, kind of like sweet little waves of water. We're gonna inhale, pull the yin field up from the earth, and exhale back into the earth. So this is a practice of softening and honoring the cosmic and earth cycles of the waves, the yin and the yang. Also honoring our fascia, our beautiful little water mycelium form that connects all of our tissues, ligaments, cells, communicates incredibly from one part to another. So breathe in and breathe out. So David, you're gonna kind of lift the arms up towards the sky like this. And then bring it back down. Yeah, beautiful. And how soft can you be in your elbows? Good. Qigong is much of a practice of patience. So let's just go with the flow, the wisdom. Five more rounds in your own rhythm. You're always welcome to make a sound or open your mouth if you like. Otherwise, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, I think this next one makes the 5. After the 5, we're gonna bring all of that qi, all of that life force, right, literally to our powerhouse, again, below the belly button, to our lower dantian, and we just breathe it here. Let it all be sucked in, drank in from the palms, like that. And let it go. Okay. Just another couple of warm-ups before we go into the full 5-element flow. Agnisara. If you're familiar with this, you'll go right in it with me. So I'm gonna demonstrate it. I'm gonna show my little belly here. The trick is, and I'll just demonstrate it once, we're gonna breathe in, we're gonna exhale out. You bend the knees and you come all the way out, and then you stick the tongue out and exhale. Like that, okay? And I'll just show once, and then with your breath held, you tuck the belly in so much so that your organs are nice and compressed, literally, and then you come to a flat back. You're gonna do this with the breath held, and then we're gonna release it, and we're gonna do this 3 times. So I'll just guide you through on, but the idea is that you're making this suction for your organs, your liver, spleen, stomach, and intestines, so you can poop and release nicely, right? Okay. Inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale, stick the tongue out. Release, release, release. Now, as your forward fold, hold the breath, suck the belly in, root lock in, and then come to flat back. Come to a nice little straight line. Hold everything in, even chin in gently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the breath, release the bandhas, the locks, and breathe. You can stay here. Take a deep breath, exhale. Beautiful. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Tuck the belly in, tuck the root lock in, tuck the chin in, come to flat back. Hold your breath. Keep suspending. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Soften. Take a deep breath. This is so good for us, y'all. I know it doesn't look like much, but you will notice in your day and even weeks. Inhale. Hold. Suck in the root, suck in the belly. Bring the chin in towards the chest and flat back. Hold. When you're ready, release the belly, release the breath, release everything. Beautiful. And then look at your feet. Go ahead and rise up. Inhale, sweep all of that chi. And exhale, bring it into the center. Good. Beautiful. All right. Right foot forward, left foot back. And it's kind of like a warrior 1, but it's a looser form. So it's not so stiff. Just give your lower back a little wiggle, your kidneys a little break. Beautiful. Now, really ground through your feet down into the earth. Tuck the belly in and navel is activated so your fire is holding you. And the upper body is more fluid. We're gonna inhale and then exhale, turn to your right. So remember, right foot forward, left foot back. The forward knee bends. In, X. So nice little twist here. We're just activating the spleen and the liver 3 more times. Stoke that fire. The fire is going to take care of it, because when we really begin to burn the impurities, when we begin to burn what's dense, what's holding space, all the bullshit that we believe and we tell ourselves consistently, when we burn all of that, and then third time, go ahead and come to forward, then some space opens up for something else. What could that be? Maybe creativity, maybe inspiration, who knows? Take a deep breath, pulling down the heavens to the central column, just like we did. Beautiful, and then the right foot steps back, left foot forward. Left knee is bent. Again, get your bear, get your ground, wiggle your booty. We all have different bodies. Find your ground, find your stability, and then tuck the belly in, inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. Oh, nice little squeeze to the spleen and intestines, colons. This is the release. 3 more times. And after your third, go ahead and come back. Step back and keep your arms up, lifted. Knees are gently bent, and then make a little cactus, open the heart. Ha, the sound is ha. Inhale. Ha. 2 more times. Ha. And 1 more. Ha. Beautiful, and then this time go ahead, reach back to pull down the heavens, right here to the center, and grounding all of this to your lower dantian. Ladies, left hand over the right, and David, right hand over the left. And just pause. You may want to take a sip of your water, and take a moment to just feel. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to your, this is called the Dumai. It's actually like the ancestral wheel, they say. So we're just going to give it a nice little circle. Again, opening our kidneys, lower back. Feel anything that's crunchy. Take a deep breath. Reverse when you want to. Reverse. Yeah, you may want to maybe join the shoulders, join the neck. Let's take a few moments for your own movement. This is where the somatic intelligence, the wisdom comes in, right? Because all of our bodies have their own wisdom and agenda. So move for a moment just the way that you are like, oh, that would feel so good. Yeah, get your arms. Maybe stillness is your jam. You can be still. Yeah. Beautiful. Just another minute here. Give yourself what you need and honor your own. Despite of the amazing teachers and the wise ones that have showed the way, the biggest teacher, the biggest wise one is the one we have right here in our soul, in our spirit, in our body. Beautiful, y'all. keep going for the next 30 seconds. And breathe in and breathe out. Good. Okay. Now go ahead and come into standing. Pulling down the heavens. Beautiful. Okay, so 5-element flow. Here we are, finally. I was gonna serve tea this morning. I was like, can I really swing that with like online and here? I'm like, just gotta have some tea, which we'll do one day, maybe when we're in the water element. But then I figured we'll start with serving teacups form. So we get to serve teacups to our own. So I'll demonstrate it once for those who are new, and I haven't taught this much, so we're kind of all more or less new. So we're gonna open the feet a little wider than the shoulders this time. Bending the knees. And we're gonna bring our hands, palms, like we're holding some precious nectar. You wanna be in the equal ground, yeah. So whether on your mat or, yeah, the earth. So it's gonna look like this. We're gonna bring one form, and I'll repeat this. Look, I'm twisting, I'm getting my kidneys nice and squeezed, and then I exhale, kind of trace it from my hip line, all the way I twist the other side and I look back, and I kind of hold this teacup here in my hand, like in a twisted way. And then I inhale, and I try not to drop the teacup from my head, give a nice big swing, and then I serve it, y'all. Okay? So let's try it together. Let's start with the right side. We're gonna bring the right hand, put your teacup on it, twist to the left, look at it, and then you're gonna kind of bend the elbow and bring it low from the hip bone all the way to you. Look at your cup though. You look and then you spin back and then bring it forward. Yes, beautiful. Over your head, and you might just need to do a little back bend, and now you serve it. Beautiful. Now we bring it back. The left. Exhale to the hip. Might take a few rounds to get it going. It's okay. Look back. Don't drop your teacup. Spin it through. Nice. And then serve it to me. I'll take a sip. Thank you. Bring it center. And we're just gonna flow with this. This is the wood element. The wood is for our liver and our gallbladder, which holds a lot of anger and frustration when we don't fully understand. But with good practice and good qi, we allow for some forgiveness, for some release, for some letting go, not holding on so tight. So soft your face and just serve your tea. Nothing to do. Connecting with those beautiful trees, image of the wood. Feeling your liver. It's associated with the color green, like emerald green. And this wood that heats our water, heats our fire, makes our fire, then gets to heat our tea, boil our tea. Boil our food, cook our food. You guys are doing beautiful, yeah, just keep exploring with that. I'm coming a little bit even more dramatic forward fold when I'm in the front. For some of y'all who might enjoy that, I come forward when I'm looking back at that. So I really like the forward bend. Yeah. Thank you. Here you go. And keep going. You got it. You are in the flow, you're in the zone. And then each side on your own, balance the sides. We're calling in harmony and balance with our liver. After you balance both sides, we're going to hold everything where we started, because we're going to go from one form to another. So the next form is fire. So we're literally holding it, and then we're going to bring it like a big hug towards our heart. And then we're going to inhale, take it in, and I'm going to look from the side, and then we're going to bring the elbows and the booty back and whip. And then big hug again, feeding the heart. This is called dragon whips his tail. So tune into that dragon energy, whip it. Breathe in and then bring all that chi to the fire, to the heart. Dragon whips his tail. Tune into that dragon essence, whatever that feels for you. Strength, grace, beauty, mystical. Mystical mystery, is that a thing? Now it is. Mystical mystery. And keep going. I'm gonna stop talking. You just feel your breath. Let your breath talk. Soft face though. And just one more thing, when you're coming forward, see if you can thrust your hips just a little, kind of like you're bringing that, energy. And let yourself keep noticing. The heart is associated with the color red in Chinese medicine. It's beautiful, gorgeous, healthy red. And it says the compassionate field balances the frenzy. So calling in that compassionate field. 3 more times. Notice your sweat, your tears, your fire. After your 3rd time, you're gonna hold the chi towards the heart, not touching, but close, exactly, just like that. So let your arms, upper arms even get tired a little bit, because they probably will. Breathe in, nothing to do, just let the field take care of it. Okay, we're gonna move into the next form, which is diamonds for earth. So from here, we just lift up. Touch the thumbs, touch the forefingers. Elbows are gently bent and we look up. And we inhale. And you can bend your knees if you like. You can strain them if you like. And we exhale, come to the earth. Make some nice big rounds. Take it as luscious as you like. It's like bringing heavens to the earth. Just keep rotating just one way, and I'll let you know when it's time to switch. Nice breaths, you guys. Yes, deep, releasing exhales. Keep going. About 5 more times. Count for yourself. See how you can soften just a bit more as you tuck the belly in, engage. calling in the earth energy, the spleen, the stomach. Go ahead and pause and begin to switch to the other side whenever you get there. The spleen energy can hold a lot of anxiousness and a lot of worry. This is why a good release will always give us a nice mood. And its balance, it is nourishing, nurturing, like mother quality, like the earth mother that feeds us. Let your breath be free. No need to hold it captive, no need to hold it back, not here. Even if your thoughts are creeping in and you're like, what the heck are we doing? It's okay, just breathe and let it all flow. 3 more times. Connect to your spleen, connect to your beautiful nourishing quality. After your third, we're gonna hold the diamonds like a little star, shining star on top. This is your own particular North Star just shining on upon you. Hanging out next to the 3-eye atlas. Taking in a breath. And then exhale, you're gonna bring the hands towards the lungs now. So we're moving into the metal element where kind of we intended on the autumn season. Hold. It's gonna look like this. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna flip the palms and exhale and push actually. Give a little like oof. And then in. And then big hug. Exhale, in. Exhale, push. Breathe up. Inhale, take it all. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, get down a little bit, yeah. And open like a big hug. Beautiful, inhale. And notice your lungs, notice this beautiful, when it says a metal element, in the tradition I've studied, they say kind of imagine like a golden metal, like, what's that stone we have from Mount Shasta? I don't know, there's this pyrite. Yeah, if you're familiar with pyrite energy, it's kind of like that, this beautiful golden, white, crystalline mineral. So releasing with each exhale, excess grief, sadness, confusion. Doesn't mean we're releasing it to be gone. No, we integrate it to have more spaciousness. We acknowledge it, but we just call harmony. So grief into kindness, grief into praise, like Martin Prachtel says. Just keep going, soft face, keep flowing. Beautiful. Yes. 3 more times on your own. Connect with that beautiful metal color, virtue of kindness. After your third, you're gonna hold the arms where we started, which is right here. This time it's a little bigger hug, and your palms are alongside with your lungs, wherever you sense that to be. Nothing to do, just breathe. Let your upper arms feel exhausted if they may. It's okay. This is the chi generating, circulating, and nourishing. Our last element is element of water, and this nourishes the kidneys. And so it looks like this. We're going to create a little fountain. We're going to inhale, and then take the backs of the hands, and we're going to descend down, bend the knees. With the back of the hands, we're going to inhale, bring it up like a fountain, and come down. Notice your thighs, notice your kidneys in the back, and imagine beautiful, deep blue waters nourishing your adrenals, your kidneys in the back, plump. And this time, really want to invite you to connect with the water being that we are. We are water. So much water. So soften. Maybe take of a shape of a lake, maybe take a shape of a river. Mediterranean seas, the coast. And can you slow it down? Just a bit more. Beautiful. Keep going. Five more rounds. Go with your flow. Soft like water. Nice breaths, y'all. Beautiful. After your 5, I haven't counted it for you, but we're gonna inhale, hold the fountain in the backs of our hands, and then inhale, pulling down the heavens 3 times, centering it all back in, nourishing it all back in. Feel your cells rejuvenated, hydrated, replenished, renewed. Take a big one, and this time we bring it all to the lower dantian, to our powerhouse, to our discernment, right here. Then breathe. Go ahead and step in a little closer. And just be with what is here for you. Nothing to do, just to stand with what simply is here for you. And then we keep everything where it's at. We just make a little, kind of like holding a nectar, holding a pearl of left hand in front of our lower dantian. We take the right arm up. And we just bring everything into alignment. We call in our mind, we call in our voice, our expression, our heart, our action, all here to be aligned in integrity. And then we switch. Each side on your own, calling in your integrity, back home here. Alignment. And then we hold all of this virtues right here below the belly button. And as you say your word once again, we'll start with Devon. Pleasure, breath, presence. Can you say it again? Excitement, simplicity, and release. These are the virtues, these are the values we're holding here today. So breathe into all of these teachers. And then we release. Go ahead and lift your left hand, and you're going to make a loose fist with your right and bring it like that. We're going to wrap it. And we bow to each other. And come back. Come back to the altar. All right, this is the part where you get to all lay down. So get comfortable, and David, you might want to bring your camera if you like towards you or not. Bolsters under the thighs are a great idea. Really get cozy. We have plenty of things here, and David, if you need to go get all the things you need. And begin to cool down. Eye masks are there, indeed. I'll lower the light here, but it's all okay. Sip your waters, hydrate yourselves, and then go ahead and come to full rest. And just take a few minutes to really settle in down. Inviting your natural waves of your breath back into your body. I'd like to ground us with the beautiful wisdom quote from Martin Prachtel from his book, The Smell of Rain on Dust, about grief and praise. And to honor our autumn time with the precious metal element. Grief expressed out loud, whether in or out of character, unchoreographed and honest. For someone we have lost, or a country, or a home we have lost, is in itself the greatest praise we could ever give them. Grief is praise, because it is the natural way love honors what it misses. Grief doesn't go away. It can change into many things and will, but as a substance and presence, it never leaves. The best decision is that all grief be turned into life-promoting beauty and usefulness. The willingness for violence-shattered soldiers to heal others makes their malady into medicine. exhaling a little deeper. Beginning to relax anything that may be a tension. Nothing to do now, just to receive intelligence of sound. Soften. Your trillion cells are feeling replenished and renewed. With this rest, they're more alive. And trusting your intelligence, intelligence of your breath, the simplicity of being human. Can you slow it down? and to notice your breath. More aware now, back into your body. You don't have to move, just noticing the breath more consciously. And sending this next breath towards your heart and your lungs. In this middle area of your heart, chest. Can you allow it to expand with this next inhale in your heart? And exhale, condense. And again, just noticing the breath into your heart and your lungs. And condense. Ever expanding compassion, praise, and beauty. And then this next breath, you really feel all your body. Now you give an exhale and you might want to just stretch like you're just waking up from a lazy nap. Ever so slow. Ever so lazy. Just lingering. You may want to turn to one side or hug yourself in some way. Just linger there for a moment before we all come back to seating. Take your time. When we meet at the seating, you can still keep your eyes and your attention inward. And this beautiful divine intelligence, this knowing in the depth of ourselves, that we are made of the same intelligence that grows this beautiful flower, this beautiful fruit, makes the elements. We are made of that. So really allowing, celebrating and honoring our incredible genius. Resting the doubt. And with this knowing, giving yourself permission to come back to center with the hands together at your heart center whenever you come to seating. So I will invite all of us for just a brief breath meditation and to connect with the chi, and then I will invite you to share your unite your voice with me as I share a mantra for compassion. You're welcome to receive, or you're welcome to join. We're going to create some heat, just like we began in the beginning of class. And bring it to the heart center, and we're going to inhale, just separate the palms. And softly exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, condense. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more times. Soft face, soft heart. After your third, go ahead, bring back the palms together to touch. Knowing that your chi is here, bring it to your heart. So you're welcome to join me if you like, or you can receive. I will chant it once as a full round. Om Mani Padme Hum. It's a mantra of compassion. And then we'll do it 2 more times after that. So 1 full round is the way that I will share it, and then you just hop on as you like. And let this settle into your heart, knowing that there's many, many beautiful beings out there who is chanting this mantra in Tibet, in Nepal, in many parts of the world, holding this vision of peace, this vision of compassion. Bringing our palms together, bowing into our own heart genius, and may all these practices we do serve a beautiful ripple on our planet and beyond into our cosmos. May we connect and offer our service, offer our benefit of being this kind of love, this kind of compassion to all life that we come across. In our relations, in our communities, in our humanity, we give great thanks to be able to have a community such this. We give great thanks. Thank you so much to all of the elements, all of the teachers, all of the practices. We give great gratitude for these times, these powerful times, where we get to really collaborate not only with humankind and animals and beautiful trees and plants and all life here on earth, but also this intelligence, of the cosmic beings that we're connected to is coming much and more near. So may we realize the all connection to life that we have here and on earth and beyond. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your breath. With that, I'd like to say, Aho, so be it. Thank you all so much. So beautiful.